The views and opinions expressed on this podcast are not necessarily representative of the Coalition or any other entity. This content is intended for mature audiences only. Throwdown.
Hello and welcome to Throwdown. I am Emilio Lopez and I am doing a test run for our question show. And I am joined by our host, Tony Polanco.
Eso son riba son Nike. What's going on, people?
Chris Seeley.
Hey, what's up, everyone?
Carlos Romero.
I appreciate the pronunciation. It's pretty good.
Brett Murdoch.
Hello?
Brett.
Hey, there we go. Got my means mixed up. What's up, everybody?
And ChemLab 13, Adam Vale.
Floor Kids is out on Switch. What?
Meow.
Breakdance Kid. Windmill.
Alrighty.
I have it on good authority that Brian is trying to catch Jack the Ripper tonight, so he can join us.
Hunting that London fog.
You know? Right, so Manny, what's going on, man? Why are you kind of hosting the show tonight, man? What is this?
Well, because we are, you're actually going to be heading over to Anaheim, California for the PSX, and you pretty much will not be able to do the show on Sunday. So we're doing a bit of a test run of the OBS on this side to see if I can do all that sort of stuff. So looks like hopefully you guys over there see it and it looks okay.
Yo, Carlos, how we looking, man? Because you usually the guy lets us know if this shit is running or not, you know?
Everything looks good. The only thing that I'm not seeing is the restream chat on the YouTube video for some reason.
Yeah, that
oh
thing,
yeah,
we were having issues with that. I'm gonna turn, unfortunately, guys, I'm gonna have to turn that off for now. But I still do see, whenever people say things on this side, so I'll just turn that one off. Boop. There you go.
Yeah, so yeah, that's what's going on. So basically, Manny did the intro, he's going to do the outro, and I'll take over the fatty middle here. All right, so did the game of the year get announced already? Like, because I think they got 4 minutes left in this bitch, you know. But while we're waiting for that, I guess we could fluff it out with some other shit. Manny, Death Stranding, man.
What's hilarious is that like Tony usually does the reminder. It's like, yo, we're gonna start. So it's like, yo, set it up. I'm like, dude, Stranding trip. So I'm like, it just started. So we postponed it just to finish watching that. That thing's pretty nutty. It looks fucking scary as hell. I don't know what the fuck is going on there.
For those of us not in the know, you want to catch us up?
Well, I mean, it's more like in the intro of the thing, it kind of gives this idea of maybe, about the Big Bang and another Big Bang happening, which causes the Earth to do something. So that's like the one on the black screen, and then you see all this like crazy stuff. Like Norman Reedus actually shows up and talks. You actually have a name for him. I think it's like Sean or something like that. And him and these other guys are like, look like they've been. The one guy's injured, and another guy is trying to help him out. And then at some point, they have these little doodads or whatever under like backpacks that kind of sense things around them. And then all of a sudden, it starts to go off, and he's like, "Don't breathe." So then they don't breathe, and you see these handprints like appear on everything around them. So something happens, and then one of the guys gets sucked in the ground. Then he fucking does this giant things. It's nuts. It's pretty crazy. Again, another crazy trailer. You don't know what's going on.
Do we know anything about the world? Like, I think that's. I mean, I get the game is going to probably be cerebral and pull that back a little bit, but do we know anything for certain yet? Or
from what some of the what our friend Young, he's done a million analyze a bunch of the trailers and a bunch of the information that Kojima snippets he throws out there, and apparently it has to do with some sort of alternate universe thing where with realities bleeding into each other.
Ooh,
Yeah, so
that's about as cerebral as you get.
yeah, so like in the trailer, you see these like there's all kinds of funky stuff. Like you see like it almost looks like the Great Ones from like Cthulhu, but these giant human like figures with these tendrils going down the ground. So, and then there's this other weird part where, something happens and like the gravity just distorts and everybody gets sucked into the air. So then the other guy who was trying to help the dude who got sucked into the ground, he starts stabbing himself because I guess apparently if you, I guess it's worse than death to be sucked into this weird distorted universe. So who knows what's going on? I don't even know what to make of the gameplay. Like there's no gameplay shown yet, so I don't know how you would play that. So yeah.
Right. If I'm not mistaken, did that baby crawl inside Norman Reedus?
I don't know. And it gives it does like this. There's this one part where it looks like he's underwater, right? And then he's naked, like in the first trailer. Then it turns the shot, and then you see the normal Norman Reedus in clothing, and then he's like coughing, and it zooms into his mouth, and then you see the baby that he has from earlier on, and then it gives the thumbs up. It comes back out, and then he's in the world. He's back to where he was before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that could be alluding to the death mechanic of the game, where because apparently dying and death in the actual game is some sort of gameplay aspect, as to what Kojima said at some point. So that could be something like that, where it's like, in other words, when he comes back to life, he sees all the different things that he did before, how everything started out, and then comes back to the way it was before. Who knows? So.
I'm really interested in this because even somebody who's, not the Metal Gear fan on the show, don't get me wrong, I appreciate the shit out of it, but I've always liked how Kojima takes the psychological aspects and really kind of drills down in on them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really interesting to see it taken out of the paramilitary context and put more into a sci-fi context where I feel like he's allowed to play a little bit more. That's one thing that really excites me about this, is when you have a name like Kojima and then you kind of let them off the leash and let them play and do some of the stuff that they clearly have been wanting to do. I think it's tough not to come up with gold.
Yeah,
I mean, shit, you pin him in a box and you still come out with gold. Now you're letting him off the chain.
Yeah, we don't know what this thing will be, but it's definitely will be visually interesting.
Something's going on with Hellblade. It won something. Did it win Game of the Year? That'd be interesting.
I don't think, was it even nominated?
Impact game or something like that? Impact.
Oh, Games for Change or some shit like that.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
It was that.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
And Andrew House said his goodbye.
Hey, shout out to Andrew House, our boy, man.
Wait, what happened?
Andrew House, he was on stage apparently saying his final goodbye.
Yeah,
Remember,
he
he's
said his
leaving.
final goodbye. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The thing, I wasn't watching this fucking show and shit, but one thing, I was watching a timeline, and something I was begging for is actually happening. Bayonetta 2 is coming to Switch, man.
Good
Support
stuff.
and the surprise, Bayonetta 3, son.
Exclusive. That's an exclusive, they said.
Tres.
You better get yourself a Switch. That's all I'm saying.
Exclusive to the Switch.
Yeah, man, all of y'all like swarmed for the Wii U to get that Bayonetta 2, man. You should do the same thing for Bayonetta 3.
Yeah, oh man, I can't fucking wait because I always wanted to play Bayonetta. What's up,
Tony? Hold on. You're being a terrible friend right now.
How's that?
From Software announced or showed a teaser trailer for a new game.
We don't know what it is. It didn't even have a title.
We don't know what the fuck it is.
It just showed.
I have a guess about that. I think because you know what's happening tomorrow, PlayStation showcase. I believe they're going to be showing off their new game, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be Bloodborne
2.
Dude, yeah, this is they've announced that they're working on an Armored Core game, but the background, parchment, ink script, bloody rope, bones, I'm sorry, all the thematic elements for Bloodborne / Souls game are here.
Hey, Brett, man, I could throw that shit back at you, man. I was having a moment with Bayonetta 2, and you fucked it up.
How did I fuck it up?
Like, no, man. No, we're talking about this shit right now. I'm fucking.
Oh,
I'll give.
Basically, Brett, we were gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it. Yeah, Bayonetta 2. I can't fucking wait. Bayonetta 3. Let's go. But yeah, it's gotta be. What else could it be though? It's gotta be Bloodborne 2. It can't be fucking like who gives a fuck about Mech Assault? You know, whatever the fuck it is.
It didn't look like Mech
Armored
Assault.
Core? Wasn't it Armored Core?
Armored Core. Yeah, nobody gives a fuck.
Or Armored Core.
I wasn't a fan of those, and I like my mech games. I didn't like that series.
Yo, look at all these dudes streaming the fucking show. I wonder if they're getting hit by copyright shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, if we were to ever do that, we probably would have to like turn the sound off or some shit and put it in a corner.
I could have sworn we did something like that before.
Yeah, we did.
By the way, Nintendo Switch is getting its exclusive platinum game. Sony PlayStation 4 had their exclusive platinum game in Nier this year.
Yep.
And Xbox,
One of them-
come on, say it. Say the Xbox one.
I wonder where
Gears of
Scalebound is now.
War.
Yeah, did you guys forget about Scalebound? Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
That was it.
oh.
That's
It's
not.
crazy, man. They're releasing exclusives for everyone except for Xbox.
Well, they were. They were.
Yeah, they
Imagine
were.
if PC get an exclusive at this point, man.
Oh, here we go. PUBG.
PUBG 1, right? PUBG 1, right?
I don't know. They're showing it now.
I bet you that shit's gonna win.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Brett.
Based on a true story. Nice.
Yo,
time filler. How is Nintendo have more exclusives than Microsoft?
because
on this note.
Nintendo's always had more exclusives. Man.
No. I know how. I know this is a company that Nintendo, but it makes me want to look at Microsoft with the stunning lack of exclusives that I am seeing and being like, dude, like, why? What's the excuse at this point?
Well, stop canceling games. Like,
Yeah.
there you go. Scalebound canceled. Fable canceled. Well, they canceled something else too. They canceled like 3 games.
I'm glad they canceled.
Oh,
Fable.
Crackdown delayed. Like,
That thing was going to be an abortion.
Whoa. Too soon, man. Too soon. Too soon. I know people that just did that shit. Come on now. Take it easy.
The thing about it, though,
It's a family show. Damn.
Fable 1 through 3 was really good. It's just the fact that they had to, I don't know, they just changed up the formula way too much that wasn't really necessary.
It would have been a fine spin-off game, but it wasn't a Fable mainline franchise game. Like they had set up a formula that worked, and then they're like, now we're going to do something completely different with a multiplayer aspect. Like, I mean, cool. Make a different fucking game. Don't replace the highly successful game that you've had. But whatever. And so yeah, they changed it so drastically, and they're like, well, nobody seems to be liking this, so they axed it. I don't know how little you need to be paying attention. Like it's like somebody with multiple personality disorder, man. It's like, I'm gonna make spaghetti for dinner, and then another personality takes over. It's like, no, we're gonna make this into cupcakes. Starts pouring cocoa and shit in there, and then they snap back to it and they're like, oh, this spaghetti's wrong, and they just throw the whole thing away. And then they're like, well, we'll get some pizza instead. Like, what? None of step A to B to C to D. None of this made sense in any kind of logical way, and now you just end up in this weird retarded place where you're like, I don't know, I guess we're not doing it. Like, what? How? Why?
What, Sea of Thieves got a release date? I'm looking at my timeline right now.
Oh, when?
I have no idea. Somebody just said, oh, they got a release date. Say the release date.
They showed a release date for PUBG, like
Yeah, the 12th.
The 12th is next week, man.
Yeah, we knew that.
Yo, by the way, somebody must have been trolling me with this shit. Is it true that Final Fantasy 15, a game that came out last year, beat Persona 5 for best RPG of the year? That can't be right.
no, Persona 5 won best.
Persona
What am I gonna say, bro?
And that was
by the
off
way-
camera.
By the way, yeah, exactly. It was off camera, but somehow on camera they announced best esports player. Really?
yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Yep.
Wow. And who was that dude?
They announced best RPG off camera, best esports player on camera.
Yep, and they interviewed him too.
Yeah.
Did they not know when they were doing commercials?
And who's the other guy? Like the trending gamer, some dude I've never heard of.
Yeah,
Well, that was
yeah.
a pre-show though, so
You know what's
that
weird? The trending gamer thing, and like I don't know who the hell that guy was, but it's like, who won it last year? Was
It was Greg Miller.
was Greg Miller, right?
It was Greg
Greg
Miller.
Miller one, yeah.
If you think about it, that's a bullshit. It's now a bullshit category, right? Because you just gave it.
It's always been a bullshit category.
No, but I mean, like you give it to Greg Miller or you gave it to the fat dude. What's his face? I can't remember his name. Right? I think they did it before. I can't remember the guy's name. What's the dude's name?
Total Biscuit.
No, not Lord Total Biscuit,
No.
or the other guy, the
escapist guy,
Boogie.
Yeah, the one that got attacked by what's her face.
the
She
Structoid?
she who shall not be named.
Yeah, that was Boogie, whatever his number after that is. Yeah.
So I don't know.
He won. I thought it was what's his face that won.
I know Greg Miller won, but there was 2 other years that I think they had it on there too, right? I don't know. Whatever.
It's just a stupid category.
It is but you know
Who
what?
gives a shit?
You know one thing I did like that they gave. I can't remember her name, but she was a programmer for Atari and Activision, and it was cool to see that her actually get some sort of recognition for the work that she did, because she pretty much was like Miss Fix-It on every single game that went through Atari. So I'm thinking I think it's cool that they got her, like a lifetime achievement award or something like that. I think it was good to have her there.
Yeah, so I guess we'll just keep going with the show until we get the actual game of the. And actually, did you guys see anything else that you liked in the trailers or whatever? Because the actual nominations, who gives a fuck? Let's just be honest.
Cuphead won twice.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, one guy in my timeline was like, "That game has horrible art direction. Why did it win?"
Oh my gosh!
You're like,
I mean,
my man.
that is the epitome. It is the epitome of art. It's literally fucking drawn.
Yeah, and then he was like, I grew up in the '90s when we had good art. We didn't need that old shit.
Oh, yeah.
God,
See that?
bro.
Yeah, you agree. I like the way this guy's thinking that '90s shit is considered good shit. Come on, man.
Yeah, '90s is crap. Oh, and the picture he uses for good art, Dragon Ball Z. Come on, son.
I was like, okay, number one, motherfucker, you probably weren't even watching that shit yet, because that shit in the first part of it was only until the late part of the '90s that they actually started showing up on TV. Me and Tony saw that shit years beforehand.
Yep, exactly, man.
Early to mid '90s.
Yep, but kids don't know their history. Anyway, yeah. Whoever's watching this shit, just keep an eye on it, and we'll interrupt when we have the fucking the winner here. It's probably gonna be Pub. Right. So the first thing we're gonna talk about, again, it's one of these weeks, nothing really happened, but we have a couple of things here. The PS4 has sold 70.6 million units worldwide as of now. And here's the crazy thing: last year at this time, 50 million. So it sold 20 million in a fucking year. That's insane.
Damn.
That's pretty crazy.
Murder. Yo, Carlos, man, you're gonna lose that bet if we keep going at this rate, bro.
I mean, I haven't given up hope, but I'm fucking sweating at this moment.
What's lifetime for PS3?
It was 80 million,
86?
right?
86 million.
86.
So that
Ooh,
means,
Carlos, that's close.
Yeah,
son.
if it keeps this pace, then by next August it would have beat PS3 lifetime.
Damn, son.
Yeah, let's
Wait,
just hope.
seriously? Jesus Christ!
Yeah, man.
If it keeps this pace. Yeah, what Tony just said. 20 million in a year. So you're talking just cut off 4 months, right? So you're in August. August next year, it will have hit that milestone.
If it keeps the space, holy shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
And think about what's coming next year, bro. We got Spider-Man, we got God of War, we got Days Gone, we got
man.
oh my god.
We got the Death Stranding gameplay trailer.
They should just, what they should do? They should just release those like as live trailers that you can mess around with them and move.
Oh, we got a Hellboy movie trailer. Remember the prequel?
You mean The Shape of Water?
Random. So yeah, man, PS4. What more can you say at this point? It's like it's this monster machine, man, the murder machine, even.
Well, it's interesting. So now we have, it's kind of like back to the way it was in the 2000s, or it's like the PlayStation now is the weaker of the two consoles, and the Xbox is now the stronger of the two consoles. But it's like they've swapped
At the tail end of the generation, though.
Yeah, that's not. Here's the thing. Yeah, do you honestly believe at this point the Xbox One X is going to make an impact?
Again, we've said this before. The Xbox One X is not. Even Microsoft knows it. They know where their bread and butter is, and the bread and butter is the Xbox One S.
Yes. Yeah, exactly, man.
Which is why
Like
there's
sexy.
parity between games. Man.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, Manny, by the way, this guy also said that Cuphead was copy and pasted. It was all hand drawn.
It was all hand drawn.
Copy and pasted. What the?
Yeah, from what?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. But kids, man. Kids. Anyway, yeah, PS4, man. Murder. You know? What's going on, Chris Cobra?
Does he mean the animations were copied and pasted, like repeated?
I think he's just trying to say that style died out and they were all just copying and pasting off of other older cartoons, which is stupid, which is not what happened. It was all hand drawn, you know?
By the way,
It was made to emulate that style. What happened? What happened, Adam?
CFO, get the fuck out. There's a new game. It looks like Aliens, but it looks pretty crazy. But the name is GTFO is the name of the game. Get the fuck
what?
out.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way,
That
feel free to interject with any game trailer shit. I call it game trailers. It's the Game Awards, but it's Jeff Keighley, so you know.
Yeah, like wasn't it the Video Game Awards?
Yeah, VGX.
Well, he's been trying for the longest just to get something on his own, but he kept having to partner up with other people until finally he had some money. He said, "You know what? I think I can do this my own." So, but it's funny because he's doing everything. He's pulling a Tyler Perry. He's also hosting and directing, and you know.
Yo, who was that one dude who threw the middle finger and said "fuck the Oscars"? Who was that guy?
I forgot his name.
Was he the trending gamer?
Nah, he was some other dude. If someone in the chat remembers. Yeah, the dude was funny, man. Just he's like, "Yo, can I curse in this?" And then Jeff's like, "Yeah."
On the
he's
internet.
like, yeah, he's like, "Yo, fuck the Oscars." And then he went freaking off on like shit. And then, man, that's the best because fucking Jeff Keighley just looks so fucking awkward as fuck, man.
Yeah.
That's the best.
Yo, Carlos, remember the conversation you and I were having before the show about Jeff Keighley?
Yo, man. First of all, don't when your name is Jeff, it's with a J, man. I don't care what it is spelled like with a G. Come on, man. Get out of
It's
here.
his family. It's not his fault. That's on his birth certificate.
Oh shit! Hey, man, I just realized something. You got to mirror yourself, man.
Yeah, I mirrored myself.
Okay.
Do you remember when he was on Tech TV when he had the X Play?
I remember that. He was
He was
like
part of that panel, and he looked
Yeah.
high all the time with the
I
goofy
remember.
eyes.
Yo, I remember seeing him on that panel, whatever, and I was like, yo, he's like the Kurt Loder of video games, you know?
Yeah, he's been around a long time.
You know, I'm pretty sure some kids watching us right now are like, who the fuck is Kurt Loder?
They go Kirk Loder. Oh, MTV? They had news? Oh.
Yo, Adam, they were like, you hear it. Dun, 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 dun,
Right?
first. That like snippet of the Megadeth riff, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Dum, 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 dum.
First.
Yeah. I missed that.
I miss MTV when it was actually MTV. But then again, I miss good music in general. So
Yeah. But remember Uranium? Uranium was pretty cool. That was like one of the best
I
shows.
remember Uranium. Yeah,
It
they
wasn't
had
on MTV. It was Fuse, but still, it was a good metal show.
they had Homegirl. What's her face? Julia. Remember her?
Yeah.
Julia.
Andy, remember we met her.
Oh, we met her many times.
Yeah, we did. Yeah,
Adam. She came from your neighborhood, right?
Yeah, we know her. I know her boyfriend who she was dating a long time, and so whenever we would go to parties and stuff, she was there because of the boyfriend, and the boyfriend was the brother of a girl that I was dating, and it was this whole big thing. But
That's crazy, man. All right, yeah, I don't think we have anything more to say about PlayStation. This is a monster. All right, the next bit of news here. This is pretty interesting. So, Capcom delivered some news people have wanted. Not only are we getting a Mega Man X Legacy collection, we're also getting Mega Man 11, a proper sequel. You know, what must my man Keiji Inafune be thinking right now? Because the shit
And deep down.
yeah, and no, Deep Down didn't announce.
No, I know. I just had to take the wind out of their sails because fuck you for Deep Down, Capcom.
Don't you know that Deep Down is Monster Hunter?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, there it is.
But yeah, like me personally, I'm pretty happy about Mega Man 11, even though it's like I wanted them to go back to the retro style like 9 and 10 did, but I'll take it. And then
they're essentially doing like a better like Mega Man 8 3D.
Yeah, pretty much a 2.5D.
Now,
2.5D.
Is this the Sonic Mania treatment or is this just a re-release?
No, it's
neither.
new game.
It's a sequel. It's an actual sequel. You know, it's not like because you know Sonic Mania, half of the game was just old levels. This is not old levels. This is all new shit.
Mm-hmm. The reason why I said it's Mega Man 8 is because the animations are essentially like duplicated animations from Mega Man 8. So like the way he jumps from 8 and a lot of the movement, it looks like they kind of redid it. And their director is one of the guys who did Mega Man 8. So
yeah. One thing I found kind of fun, because remember when Mega Man takes the robot powers, he always gets their color. This time he actually looks more like them.
Which is interesting because that's what Mighty Number 9 used to do.
Yeah, I just find it funny because I'm looking at this game like this game is kind of what Mighty Number 9 should have been, maybe. I mean, we don't know. The game could still play like crap, you know, but it seems pretty cool. Oh, and here's the thing. Big deal. All of these games, Legacy 1, 2, Mega Man 11, all come into Switch, which I'm surprised about because I'm like, why didn't these games come out for Switch originally? You know, the Legacy games.
Yeah.
Yeah, because people didn't trust. I mean, Rocket League just got put on the Switch. I mean, it just seems like everybody all of a sudden looked at the sales numbers and went, oh, okay, well, this is actually kind of financially feasible. And now there's a rush to put your old games on Switch because they're still selling there.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Somebody give me the right numbers here, but I think it's like 16 Mega Man games are coming to Switch next year. It's fucking insane. You know? Go ahead, Chris. What were you going to say?
Oh, no, this is what we've been saying before. Remember, before it launched, I said, like, the companies were going to wait to look if the Switch was viable, like EA and all these guys. That's when they came out with that at the first Switch presentation. They're like, oh, we got FIFA. I'm like, oh, don't dip the whole foot in, guys. Just put the toe in, you know?
Yeah, right.
Whatever.
And not even half a toe. Broken toe.
Yeah, right? Broken toe. Yeah, so that's what's happening. Now it's like, oh, Switch looks good. There you go, like dumping the games. But I wonder if Capcom also did this kind of like an FU to Inafune. You know?
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, what was my man be going through right now?
There's a good chance it might have been. It might just be that, you know?
Think about it like this, right? Because Keiji Inafune, he basically left Capcom because Capcom didn't want him to make a Mega Man game, right? And then they go ahead and make a Mega Man game.
And the funny thing about it is that it kind of, Mighty Number 9 is also kind of like semi-free advertising for them. It's like, well, you know, people like Mega Man. People have an interest in Mega Man. So why don't we just jump off of that? Just don't come in too close.
See, I thought you were going to talk with free advertisement. I thought you were going to say like, hey, did you play Mighty Number 9 last year? Did you think it sucked? Well, we got Mega Man 11.
Yeah, well, they could also
totally
be that too.
that.
Yeah, they could totally do that.
Oh my God, that's going to be crazy, man. You know, but yeah, I'm pretty stoked about that. And the Switch guys are going to be very happy with all those games, you know?
Yep.
Well, we'll see about that. The reviewers have been complaining lately about hard games, so I don't know how they feel about Mega Man.
True. Yeah,
These are real old school hard
Actually,
games, man.
Mega Man might be harder than Cuphead.
Oh yeah, way harder than
It's
Cuphead.
like, yeah, so like, it's Cuphead's like the Mega Man or the Mega Man like Dark Souls game of. By the way, this is completely off topic, but I just saw this online and I kind of want to just mention it. NVIDIA announced their latest Titan graphics processing unit. 110 teraflops.
Oh God! Oh, by the way, wait. I get something, but what the fuck is 110 teraflops?
It's just think about it like this.
So crazy.
The Xbox One X is 6. Okay. Your computer is like what? 8, 10? I forgot what it
Mine's
is.
is 9. Yeah, mine's is 9.
9 or 10.
This is 110.
Yeah, the Titan Z was only what, 12, right? Even if you put
Wait,
in
what are we
SLI.
talking about? What are we talking about?
The latest Titan graphics chip. He's saying it's 110 teraflops.
Yeah, it's 10 times stronger than the old one, than the top of the line old one. Like, what the fuck did they do? Invent a pocket dimension?
Yeah, apparently it's the same. It uses the same like what's it called? Like power unit. Like it's not the same power unit, but it withdraws the same power as previous ones. They didn't really compromise on that. So it's like,
What did they do?
how'd you do that?
How? And that melted.
I know, it's fucking crazy, man.
How do you know it's not melting anything?
Play Doom and it blows up.
Are they sure? Are you sure that sounds like fudge?
It's a
not-
typo. Sounds like a typo. You sure it's not like a
Yeah, that's
11?
gonna be a typo.
Nah.
Anyway, so I went off screen for a little bit because I want to show you guys something. I got shit from Capcom over the weekend, but I couldn't talk about it. And shit.
Oh.
So they sent me this Mega Man headphones, right?
Nice.
You can see here, I didn't put them on because they're kind of too small for my big ass head, but you got the Mega Man stuff going on there.
Oh, dude, those are awesome. You can't wear those things?
Nah, my head is too fucking big.
Are you gonna be wearing those during interviews?
I
Yeah,
think
I
I think
should.
my head is smaller than yours, Tony.
Wink, wink, right, Brett? Hey, if you want it, brother, I'll send it to you. I also got these, little commemoration, like
Party hats. Hey.
party hat, yeah. And this is cool, even though I already own these digitally. Right? This
Wow,
is
nice.
Nice.
Hey, all right.
Oh, that's pretty sick.
Here's the cool thing. This one right here, this Mega Man Legacy 1 never got a physical release ever. This did. This didn't. So very, very cool. Shout out to Capcom, man.
Take care of your boy.
Brett, seriously, if you want these, I could ship them to you, man. Because look, I'm not gonna wear these fucking things. I love the way they look, but it's like my head is too fucking big, Awesome. Oh yeah. Okay. So that's that. Did they announce the game of the year yet? What the fuck? I thought the
No,
show.
I'm watching. They're drawing this shit out, man.
For something else.
All right.
New
They
exclusive.
just announced best game direction, but I have it on mute, so I can't tell who won.
Best
Yeah.
game direction, I think, was Zelda. Somebody said in
Zelda
the
won.
chat.
Yeah, Zelda.
Yeah, okay, that seems right.
Did Mario win anything yet?
Yes, best family-friendly game or something like
Yes,
that.
and it was not announced on the live show, by the way.
Okay.
Like it wasn't. They didn't have a thing or anything like that for it.
Did Horizon win anything yet?
No.
Not yet.
The reason I'm asking is because usually
Wolfenstein won.
Okay, Wolfenstein. Because usually the games that are nominated for Game of the Year, they always win. If they don't win Game of the Year, they nominate it for something else, right? So I'm trying to narrow it down. So right now it's between PUBG. Did Persona 5 win anything?
Yes.
Yes, best RPG.
Best RPG.
Okay, so right now it's between PUBG and Horizon. Horizon's gonna fucking lose.
And near one for music.
Yeah,
Best soundtrack. Yep.
yeah. All right, see, there you go, man. They're whittling it down.
This is
PUBG's
it. Game of the Year award now.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
I wish we could play
Is
this
it?
shit though.
I'm still showing a fucking trailer of a train.
That-
Oh,
and it
that's
has a-
finished.
Well,
Yeah.
if you're on YouTube, it's like it's a year late.
yeah. Adam, where you watching that shit right now, bro?
Probably Twitch.
Twitch.
Yeah, Twitch
I'll
is
go-
the
Twitch right
Twitch
now,
is the
man.
fastest. Even watching it on YouTube on Twitter is faster.
Wow.
Sorry,
I'm going to Twitch.
YouTube.
I'm going to Twitch right now.
Ooh,
Let's see. I already know it's good. If PUBG doesn't win, I'll be surprised, man.
we're gonna get demonetized for that.
Oh, they took the orchestra out for this one too. So,
Dun, 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 dun.
Wait, they're showing some Overwatch shit.
yeah.
What?
Overwatch.
I thought this was Game of the Year.
That's what he said. He said Game of the Year, but then this popped up. So
Oh no, they did announce earlier there was another section of music they were going to be doing. So yeah.
Wait, why am I getting Paris Games Week shit? The
Yo,
fuck is-
man.
Twitch is crazy, bro.
We're 3 hours in, and they're still. Come on, man, get this shit done with.
Yeah, and nobody trying to watch all this shit.
Yeah, man.
But Blizzard World, they're showing Blizzard World.
Ah, man, motherfuckers. Wait,
Plus,
okay,
wow.
it's like an orchestra right now.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll leave it on here then.
Can I
This
just
whole
take
thing-
a minute to point out? Look at the fucking chat.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
it's like scrolling like crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Twitch. You guys did a really terrible job of just letting people live stream emojis and
What the fuck? I'm looking at this shit now. God damn.
dude, it's just like little pictures of people's faces. I can't even keep up.
Hmm.
Wow. Yeah, what's the point of that shit?
I couldn't get into
Actually,
Overwatch.
that reminds me of this one time I went to this I'm just gonna be honest, I'm gonna call her a titty streamer, right? It looked just like that, except there was more money being thrown at her than this shit.
It's funny, you know the game. You know it's interesting. You can also donate money to the Game Awards YouTube channel.
Why?
It's just like ours. It works just exactly the same way.
Oh,
So-
okay.
The button, yeah.
Why are they talking about fucking
Dude, they're doing a
Overwatch?
Warframe
It's
trailer?
update yet.
Oh, Warframe. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I would.
They announced it earlier too.
No, they've been showing Warframe trailers throughout the whole night.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're-
Oh,
man.
Warframe's making a big push.
They're fan created trailers. So they're trailers that that won this contest.
Pretty sure that's what Brian's doing right now.
He's making his own Warframe trailers. I've got the greatest trailer ever.
Why do you make Brian sound like Jason Statham?
No, that's not Jason Statham.
No, that's not Jason.
This is Jason Statham. I've got the best trailer ever.
There you go.
That's it.
Yeah, because
I did. Yeah,
I'm actually trying.
As a seed.
I'm actually
a great tree.
I'm actually trying to do a decent impression of it, as opposed to just taking some other random British guy.
The fun part is to give him just a random ass British accent. Doesn't even sound like Brian. Oh, I'm Brian. I am.
Make him sound.
Let's go to the full point.
Make him sound like the guy from Digital Foundry.
Yeah. Oh,
with
God.
the frame rates. The frame rates. I had to listen. I
almost said something I shouldn't. I was gonna say.
I
was gonna say. Yeah, I'm not gonna say it though. I'll stop.
One thing about
he sounded like a bundle of sticks.
The one thing about the guy from Digital Foundry, I had to ask Brian this. This is something we did off the air. We have these conversations. I'm like, Brian, is the guy from Digital Foundry's accent a real accent, or is that like a speech impediment?
It's a real accent.
Yeah. It's a real accent. Cause I had to know, because I mean, you know how like you hear somebody who kind of I don't, it's like has something to do with your tongue, right? And you kind of mispronounce things. So I was like, is that real, or is that something?
Imagine if Manny asked this guy to his face, "Yo, my man, is that an accent, or you just talk all fucked up?"
No, no, that is not something I would ask. That is something you would ask, Tony.
Oh God! All right, man. Let's move on here. And again, feel free to interject with anything happening. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go ahead and interject with something happening here. This thing is a fucking hack sham.
It is a hack sham.
You can see it clear as day with the way that they're advertising. I mean, it's just fucking crystal clear. Like the beautiful 1080 display on LG's new monitors that are running right now on a Best Buy special for $299.99, and I'm talking glorious full color. I'm just kidding. I'm just. This is the shit that they're doing right now. I just want to say
it was an eBay. They have some sponsors.
Yeah, they have some sponsors.
Yeah.
What is this? This is the Game Awards. Can we finally get this shit over with?
Yes, they're finally doing it, but they have to play a bunch of cellos and.
Come on, man. Is that my man Bear Grylls, by the way? Is that Bear Grylls?
Isn't he? He's engaged to Chobot, right?
Who?
Jessica Chobot.
Oh, really?
Nah, she's married, I think.
Bear Grylls?
They said something about it. Congratulations on the engagement. So
wait, Bear Grylls is
engaged.
That does not sound right.
You mean Man vs. Wild?
Hold on, what's the name of the guy? Isn't the orchestrator guy Bear Grylls, the guy who does Walking Dead?
Bear Grylls is not the guy who does Walking Dead.
No.
Okay, then what's his name then?
The guy with the whistle and the fro?
That's Bear McCready.
Thank you. I knew it was Bear something. How many
Bear Grylls is Survivor Man, dude.
How many guys?
No, he's not.
Wild. Yeah, he's not Survivor Man. That's Les Stroud.
Yeah, because
no, that's right. He's
he's Man vs. Wild.
Man vs. Wild or whatever.
So this is not Bear Grylls, because I'm like that guy.
No, it's Bear McQuarrie.
Okay, it's not Bear McQuarrie.
Yeah.
Is it him? I thought Bear McQuarrie was younger.
Well, no, the guy on the stage that's doing the orchestration is some other dude.
Okay. See, again, I don't know. I only know two guys named Bear, and one
Bear
of them
McQuarrie looks like he's part of Dream Theater. That's how you can tell.
That's because I heard Bear McQuarrie was going to be orchestrated. I'm looking at this guy. I'm like, who's this guy? That's not Bear McQuarrie.
No, this is another guy who did a bunch of video game soundtracks and stuff.
Yeah, you're right. Bear McQuarrie looks like Dream Theater guy.
He looks like he's from Dream Theater.
All right, so right now they're doing orchestra for all the games that are nominated.
Yeah, they're showing the ones that are up. We had
Yo, Brett, some of these violin girls, man. Give me a minute, please.
I'm not gonna comment on that. But damn.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Damn, hold on, I'm looking at this rack right now, son. I'm sorry.
Wait, whoa.
No, these violin girls are fine as shit, bro. Yeah, right. I didn't see that coming,
So they showed Horizon, Zelda, and Persona all up for Game of the Year awards. For those of you who aren't aware.
Let's do a poll right now. What do you guys think is going to win? I think it's going to be PUBG.
Oh, it better not be PUBG.
I hope it is. I hope it isn't, but I'm pretty sure it is.
It's gonna be a Nintendo game. I think it's gonna be Zelda.
I'm thinking it's gonna be Zelda.
If it's gonna be one Nintendo game, it's gonna be Zelda.
Yeah.
But I think.
Well, they already gave Zelda an award, so I feel like it's going to be Mario.
Mario or PUBG, right?
And if Mario won that family friendly.
The reason I'm saying PUBG is because it sold 20 million and was popular. You know how this shit's a damn, look at the Asian girl right now, son. Dude. Nah, man, I'm getting all fucked up right now, man.
I don't think it's. I don't think it's gonna be Persona.
We're seeing a little bit in my chair. What? You saw that, Tony?
Oh,
right?
Look at that! Yeah,
that?
Hold on. They got. Who is Mama right now, son?
Whoa!
Wait, why didn't they get a singer for Persona, man?
Can I holla? Can I holla? Can I holla? Wait a minute. Wait, could this
because
be
they didn't pay extra for that?
No. Could this be a clue? Could Mario be the winner right now because of this?
I don't know.
They pull it like an X-Pac type thing, the Tupac thing. Remember a hologram? Tupac comes out, hologram.
By the way, they're doing the hologram thing for Ronnie James Dio, right?
Really?
Really?
It's crazy. But yeah, now this thing's making me think.
It's gonna be Mario. Look at this.
It's gonna be Mario.
Dude, okay, I gotta say, how is she echoing and harmonizing with herself?
Oh, that's easy.
Oh, and everyone's wearing hats. They gave hats to everybody. See?
Mario's winning.
Mario's gonna win. Mario's gonna win.
Yeah.
This shit's rigged.
Yeah.
Of course, it's rigged.
Fixed.
Yep.
Shoot.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great game. I won't be mad if it wins, but it's just kind of pretty obvious that it's gonna win now.
It's obvious. So wait, now that PUBG isn't gonna win, right? Does that mean it's gonna be nominated again next year?
Yep,
Probably.
Man. What's stopping?
They'll make a new category.
Notice how this is still going, right? They haven't stopped. It's still going. This game's gonna fucking win it.
Yeah, man. They spent like 2 seconds on Zelda, 3 seconds on Horizon, 2 seconds on Persona, fucking 3 minutes on fucking Mario, man.
Yeah. But you know what it is? Maybe they paid for this. This is their own money. Like,
yeah, of course they did.
Go ahead. Yeah,
look at the front of the stage, man. Nothing but Mario hats.
I love the chat is just saying rigged.
Come on now.
By the way, freaking what's his name is there?
Game of the year.
Miyamoto, right?
Here we go.
It's gonna be Mario. It's gonna be Mario.
Here we go.
Watch your shit.
I don't trust that guy. I don't like him.
Jeff Keighley, Ryan Seacrest, man. You don't trust him?
No. Jeff, I trust him.
Carson Daly.
I feel bad for him.
All right, let's see what's gonna win this shit, man.
Oh, they're bringing the orchestra back next year.
We still got to talk though, because people,
we can't just be sitting
later.
here.
We can't just be silent.
Like, oh, well, I'm the only one that's actually not watching it, so I'll just talk.
That's good. You guys keep acting as space fillers. They're doing the same bullshit of like announcing everything for the second time now.
Yo, Brent, they're gonna talk about Doritos next, man.
Oh god, there's gonna be a commercial.
They did have a thing that was a chic somewhat ad. They were like,
hey, look, Brian just logged in.
That's where he is.
Here we go. He's about to announce it.
Yo, it's gonna be Mario, son.
Who's on the stage?
He's opening the envelope.
The winner is.
Yo, hurry up, man.
Hurry up, man. By 51.5.
Oh, I fucking knew it, man.
Breath of the Wild.
Oh, it's
there you go.
I knew it was gonna be a Nintendo game.
Yeah, that is true.
I thought it was gonna be Zelda, or I thought it was gonna be Mario for a minute.
Yeah,
it was a big deal. And it sold you.
Adam, you sound like a robot right now, man.
Yeah, you're getting robotoed.
Yo, man, that was a hard fake there with the whole
the Mario stuff.
On Mario stuff with the hats. I'm like, ooh, I think Mario's gonna win now.
Yeah, that was a fake.
No, I took that as a Mario's not gonna win, so they're getting their chance to. They bought that. They bought that shit.
It up.
That was a commercial.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely did not expect Persona to win. PUBG was one of them that I thought could possibly win.
Yeah,
Yeah, they'll give him some next year. Sup, Brian? How you doing?
Hi, Brian. You're late.
What did I miss?
We were talking about the Game Awards.
Oh, that was some bullshit.
It's already on
the award is coming to Switch.
Zelda one. Yo, Adam, just duck out and come back, man. That should fix it. You sound like a robot right now.
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
Yeah, these awards are fucking stupid, man.
I gotta say, good for Iowata, man.
Iowa.
Iowata? Who's that?
Yeah, who's Iowata?
Oh, just shut up. You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Hold on, but why did he start? What did it start with him? The Breath of the Wild?
No, just the Switch, just to see the Switch showing 2 games in Game of the Year award, coming back from like basically being in fucking hospice. Like it's just good to see, and he was lead developer for the Switch. So it's nice to see Nintendo clamoring out of the grave a little bit.
Well, it's nice to see this guy. I give him like 99% of the credit for why Breath of the Wild is the game that it is. And I'm glad Miyamoto is not the one getting that award. Because he needs to be in an old age home by now.
Oh
He
man.
needs to retire. That man is responsible for the game. Otherwise, you would have gotten silly ideas like the time traveling alien fighting Link that he wanted to do. So
Oh shit! Really?
yeah. That was
Wow.
that the game that became Link's crossbow training was gonna be like Link was like the freaking traveling around like Terminator or some shit.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey.
Yo, I heard there were some dudes on Twitter saying if PUBG wins, they're gonna delete their account. They must be
So
happy.
close.
I was like, ooh, shit. Anyway, before we move on, since Brian's here, I want to get his thoughts on 2 of the things we talked about already. Brian, what are your thoughts on the PS4 selling 70 million and selling 20 million in a year, essentially? Because last year at the same time it was 50 million.
Okay, so as I like do my research here, I'm like, okay, it sold 70 million. Let's have a look see. So I actually went to Sony Interactive Entertainment's website, and it's actually not that they have like that number's actually an estimate.
Oh,
So
really?
they think, yep. It actually is there on the website in like an asterisk. It's like, hey, these numbers are estimated based on their own projections and blah blah blah. And it only accounts up to the 3rd of December, I think it was. So yes, that was interesting. I'm like, like surely they've not estimated, they've like give out actual numbers. On the
Yeah.
plus side, it's still good, Hey, it's like 70 million. It's a good number. I'm pretty sure that's way faster than the PS3 did it, and
Yeah.
then that's way faster than the 360 did. So that's good.
I was surprised by because I like not the 70 million. I was surprised by the 20 million sold in a year. That's what I was like, whoa, that's crazy.
It is good. It is good. Question is, do you think that it's possible to reach the 100 million point? Like that
Why
is
not?
what I'm more interested about.
See,
I'm asking you guys because again,
No, I'm asking Tony. Why not? Why not? Like the market is bigger. Oh, no. The market is bigger, and Sony holds a bigger percent of the market share than they ever have before. There's nothing in the numbers that says there should be some invisible cap. We're not spending less money on video games than we did, in the PS2 days.
No, but the thing is, like,
PS3
remember
days.
what made the PS2 sell a lot, and especially initially, was the fact that it had a DVD player, right? People aren't really buying the PS4 because of Blu-ray player.
But do you think there were that many people that really bought the PS2 just
Oh, yeah.
for
I know a few.
Yeah.
I know a few people.
I know a bunch of people that just bought them for that shit. They didn't even play games,
Mm-hmm.
I guess I could make up for it, but I would say I think they have a chance. The game industry is bigger. There's more video game consoles being played in the wild today than there were during PS3 or PS2's life cycle.
Yeah. Okay. So that's 2 right there. I don't think it's going to happen. I do think it's going to outsell PS3 by the end of next year. Wink, wink, Carlos. I definitely think that's going to happen. But 100 million lifetime sales, maybe, but I don't see that happening.
Hold on, which console?
PS4, man.
Next year?
No. Yeah, no. Brian just says in general,
Overall.
right? Brian, overall.
Oh, lifetime?
Yeah, lifetime. Yeah.
Oh hell yeah, that shit's in the bag right now.
100 million, really? Lifetime?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I really don't see it.
You think it's gonna get just under 90 million next year? This thing ain't gonna die anytime soon.
I don't know.
You yourself said 2019, so we're talking 2 years.
Yeah. But don't you think there's going to be like a cutoff point eventually? Like when people hear about the PS5, they're going to be like, okay, I'll just wait now. You know?
Yeah, but even after the PS4 came out, the PS3 was still selling.
Yeah, that is true.
They'll announce a price drop when they announce their new system.
I don't know, man. I mean, I could be wrong here. I just have a hard time seeing that, like any system selling that much, you know.
By the way,
Nowadays.
Brett, just to give you a little perspective, because you mentioned something, and I knew I was right on this. The last Mario game and the last Zelda game to come out were also both nominated for Game of the Year for the Video Game Awards.
Oh shit!
So this isn't the Wii U.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. You have effectively pissed in my Cheerios.
Sorry, Brett. It's like, because I always see these games in the Game of the Year conversation.
Yeah, they're always there.
I'm like, what? Have they not been nominating these games? I'm pretty sure I've seen these.
I don't remember if Skyward Sword won any Game of the Year awards.
No, it was nominated. It was nominated though.
So yeah, in 2011, the VGX back then, it nominated Uncharted 3, Portal 2, Legend of Zelda: Skyward Sword, Batman: Arkham City, and Skyrim. Skyrim won that year.
Okay.
2013, Super Mario 3D World, which is the last like mainline stream Mario game, was nominated with BioShock Infinite, The Last of Us, Tomb Raider, and Grand Theft Auto 5. God damn, that year was stacked.
Right?
Yeah, GTA.
Yeah, so I guess it's not really the sign of success that it sounds like, but
it won.
It did, and well, I don't even necessarily chalk that up to Nintendo as much as the people who made the game. Breath of the Wild was a good game with a fresh take, and I feel it honestly deserved to win. Not saying it's the only game that deserved to win, but I'm saying that they earned it.
Yeah, there's a lot of definitely this year. There's a lot of good games that deserve to be at least in the category.
What's the name of the studio that makes Zelda?
Nintendo.
Do they have a name? It's just Nintendo.
No, they don't separate them out into studios, into sub studios like that. You know? They have like these. They just have teams, and well, that helps them keep like more as an amorphous blob. When you separate out into studios, it's tough, I guess.
Well, there are sub studios. There's Intelligent Systems, HAL Laboratories, whatever Sakurai calls his guys. So there are, and then there's core Nintendo that's divided into teams. But there are teams like Fire Emblem is made by Nintendo, but it's made by Intelligent Systems, right? That's the core group that works on it. So they do have a title, they have a name.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think both Mario and Zelda were just made by guys at Nintendo.
Yeah.
Although I'll be honest, like I don't. Nobody's gonna want to hear this. I'm glad Super Mario Odyssey didn't win. It's a fun game. Because it's a fun game, but it is not the high watermark of gaming that I think some people are making it out to be.
It's not the high watermark of game. It's just fun, and that's the reason I liked it more than Zelda. It was fun. Zelda was tedious, you know.
Hey man, I was the one saying it from the get-go, man. When it was getting all these perfect scores, I'm like,
yeah,
really?
But I'm with you. Like, you know, the game to me is fire, obviously, but it ain't the pinnacle of gaming. Get the shit out of here, man.
It's a great game.
Did something different,
huh? What did it do different besides the climbing shit? You know,
what do you mean besides the climbing thing? Name me one other game that does the climbing shit.
Oh, Assassin's Creed Origins.
You can climb a mountain in that.
Yeah, you can climb anything in that fucking game, dude. That game and here's the thing: that game didn't rip off of Zelda. They were being made independent.
Developed to the standard.
Yeah.
I'm not talking shitter. I'm legitimately asking because that excites me. If they've done away with the here's your handhold thing in Assassin's Creed, then that sounds pretty good.
Yeah, the only things in Assassin's Creed you can't climb is shit you probably can't climb, like really smooth walls. But other than that, like when I was like 5 or 6 hours in, I'm like, I just realized I could just climb anything in this fucking game. And I just went up, like, if there's a mountain my way, I'm like, okay, I'm just going to climb the fucking mountain now. And it's better than Zelda because you don't get exhausted. You just climb that shit forever. It's fantastic, you know?
Good. I hope this becomes a thing.
Me too, man. Me too.
I hope we look back in years and be like, wait, you had to look for a special handhold? That's stupid.
Yeah, Brett. Hey, but when I was playing the Horizon DLC, I'm like, oh, fuck, I got to look for handholds now? Really? I was like that, bro. With Assassin's Creed, I'm just like, oh shit, I could just climb anything in this bitch. This is awesome.
You know, how to think about it, Shadow of War kind of has the same thing. I don't think I've been
Totally.
stopped by anything I can't climb.
That's another one. That's another one. The original I was gonna say the original Shadow of War. Shadow of Mordor was like that too. Just climb whatever, you know. The game ain't stopping you. We need more of that. But yeah. Other than
It
that,
would like climb up earthen walls, but that sounds so weird. Like the ability to climb up earthen walls revolutionizes gameplay, but like it's small things make a difference.
Yeah, exactly.
And you know, I'm only comparing
That's what
that
she
to Bazinga.
Yeah.
Or whatever the fuck the kids say.
Kids don't say that shit. That's fucking, you know, that bullshit.
Retarded
Anyway.
irony.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, so that's that. And Brian, do you even care about Mega Man? Because we talked about that too.
I care about it in the sense of, wow, I feel bad for Mighty Number 9 now. Like, that shit just came out and it's like, and Capcom like, no, fuck this shit. We can do this shit right. So yeah, it's seems great. People are happy. Hopefully this is the Mega Man game we've been wanting. The actual one.
Yes.
Not Mighty Number 9.
By the way, and this is how you know Brian is a member of Throwdown, because that was the angle we took with it too, Brian, when we talked about it. The whole Mighty Number 9 thing. Because we're like, think about it. If you're a KG Inafune, right? You begged Capcom essentially to make a Capcom game. They told you no, you leave to make a Capcom-like game. The game sucks. And then Capcom makes an actual Mega Man game. And as Manny kind of pointed out, they could be like, hey, you know what? You guys didn't like Mighty Number 9, right? Well, we got a real Mega Man game for you. Fucking them up.
Yep.
Oh man. All right. So yeah, that's the shit you missed. So now we can move on to the other two topics here. Again, nothing groundbreaking. It was a slow week, but some interesting stuff. Next one is Devil May Cry HD collection is coming to current gen consoles. The reason I want to talk about this is because this whole week and even last week, everybody was going crazy over these rumors about Devil May Cry 5 coming out. Now this shit's put fuel to that fire because they're like, oh shit, this confirms it. This confirms it. So do you think this is like a precursor to Devil May Cry 5 being announced maybe tomorrow at a PlayStation Experience?
I don't know. I mean, I don't like to play those guessing games. Like we were talking about this with Demon Souls, like they're shutting down the servers, and it's like I'm not gonna sit here and say, well, that confirms that the HD remaster is coming. You know, that's a rumor, and I'm just gonna wait till they say it. If I see that at PSX, or we'll be watching. If they say that shit, then I'm gonna be excited. You know,
yeah.
But I don't want to get my hopes up.
But yeah, you know, and by the way, for you guys who don't know, this is a remaster of a remaster because this shit already came out on PS3. That was
Dude, is there a standard of making a teaser like this a day before you actually release a bigger teaser or actual trailer? Like, it seems I don't know, the whole idea of like, well, they're releasing this trailer today so that they could release this thing tomorrow. Like, by the end of the week, that's not gonna fucking matter. I don't know.
They're beholden to the people who give them money. So I'm pretty sure if it comes out during PSX, Sony might have had something to do with that.
Yeah.
But what I'm curious about is, so Sony's not having an official PSX press conference.
No.
How will they roll out these like trailers if they do? Like
the same way they did at Gamescom. The way Microsoft did that, it was just like a live stream and shit where developers came into a room and just talked about stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, gotcha.
And then they'll have like, you know, panels. You know, I'm sure Kojima's going to be at one of those, or any of the other guys.
And they're doing that tomorrow, right?
Oh yeah, tomorrow night, which is crazy. You know, I'm flying into the fucking city at that point.
So I mean, you know, that'd be an interesting thing for you because, like, you're going to be there in the evening, so you're probably going to miss a lot of that stuff. I'm guessing.
Miss all that shit. Because, see, I was going under the assumption, just like last year, they were going to have this shit, on Saturday morning. Nope. Oh, well.
That's okay.
But the thing is, now that I heard it's not going to be a real press conference, it's okay. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So whatever. But yeah, again, people just went crazy over this Devil May Cry 5 stuff. The thing is, the original thing, like I saw it and I could have reported on it, but it just seems so flimsy. I'm like, I'm not going to get into that. But again, this announcement made people go fucking nuts. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, this is the first time these games are going to be on PC. Correct me if I'm wrong. Devil May Cry 4 is already on PC, so is DMC. But the first three, I don't think they're on PC. So
yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know about the first three.
let me take a
The
look.
other ones they were.
yeah, but yeah, pretty exciting stuff if you're a Devil May Cry fan.
Hey, good old Capcom riding on your old legacy, right?
Yeah, Capcom years ago said, "Hey, we're gonna make a lot of remasters," and
that's exactly what they said. Yeah.
They have not failed on that every time. Think about it, Mega Man Legacy Collection. That's what the fuck is that?
I mean, next week's coming out Okami HD for PS4 and Xbox. So
yeah,
Capcom. Remember when we used to make good games?
yeah, they released these remasters, and then they release lousy new games like Marvel vs. Capcom and Street Fighter.
Yeesh. So Devil May Cry 4, 3, and DMC are on Steam.
Ah, okay, so it's the first two.
Okay, so now they're just gonna get HD remasters, or they're just gonna take the Steam version.
Pretty
Import
much,
them.
Yeah, I like the remasters just constitute you taking your old PC version of the game and cranking the graphics up to the highest that they were at the time, and then being like, "Cool, remaster."
We got it done.
You would think like sometimes when they do some of those remasters, they would like, I don't know, put some new textures on the characters or something.
You'd think so, but no, they're like, we're gonna bump up the original assets and clean them.
Or one thing somebody mentioned about, I forgot what game it was, but for one of those remasters, I think it was for Skyrim, what they did is that they improved the draw distance. So, like, in other words, the draw distance goes even further out so that you can see things and, less things, phasing in or popping in. So,
I mean, that's important. I hate it when games have pop-in textures, and I know that's preaching to the choir, but there comes a certain point where, like, okay, I can clearly see 60 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
Graphics textures should be popping in further than 60 feet away. When it crosses that threshold, especially on a PC, I understand. Maybe you set your graphics settings too high, but on a fucking console, come on. 2017, we shouldn't be having pop-in textures anymore.
But it's always those blur textures, like everything, like when the texture streaming is slow, you always see everybody looks blurry, and then all of a sudden the details just go on their body.
yeah, because they have this like, well, we don't want pop-ins, so we're just gonna render low-res textures until you get there, and then it renders them at 9. Sometimes you walk up to the wall and you're like, any minute now. Okay, and there it goes. Okay, we got bricks again. We can move forward now.
By the way, I want to give a quick shout out to Dio over on Twitter. He goes, about the Game Awards. The only one I'm mad about is Guilty Gear Xrd Revelator 2 not being considered a nominee for category for best fighting game. It's honestly, in my opinion, the full package of a modern day 2D/3D fighting game.
Yep. He said that on my stream a few lot long ago when I was drawing. So, yeah, dude, it's that. It's probably because Arc Systems Works is not paying the Game Awards any fucking cash to do that shit. I mean, how are you gonna snub those guys like fucking 3 times? They had 3 versions of the game, and not once were they nominated.
That's insane, man. All right, so yeah, anything else you guys want to say about Devil May Cry HD?
No,
Stop it.
Stop it.
Stop with the re-releases and the remakes. Just continue on with make a good new Devil May Cry game. Just keep focusing on that.
So are you excited for the possible Devil May Cry 5?
I'm excited for the possible Devil May Cry 5. I could give a flying fuck less about all of these remasters because, like you said, they've re-released Devil May Cry so many times that it becomes like we're reaching the critical point of Peter Cried Wolf, where like, oh, there's new Devil May Cry coming out, where your immediate knee-jerk reaction is, which one did they remaster this time? It's that shouldn't be your go-to thing. You should have known like new Devil May Cry. Oh no, it's a re-release. It should go that direction. When a company has gotten you to the point where you're like, Devil May Cry's coming out, yeah, which one? A new one. Like, which one did they remaster? Like, no, a new one. Like, they're developing a new one. When you have to make that kind of statement, I think you've hashed a franchise half to death, and it just bothers me that they're. And I understand the marketing on it, but why are you going to, in celebration of getting a new horse, you're going to go out back into the field and beat the dead one just a little bit more?
That's how I feel about Skyrim, man.
Oh shit, you know.
No, they're not even coming out with a new Skyrim. At least if that'd be the beautiful thing if there were a new
No,
Skyrim. But they're just happy beating the dead horse. Like, we don't even need a new one. This one's still good.
yeah, they just keep releasing Skyrim. No new Elder Scrolls, just Skyrim.
Yeah, man, this shit's it's 7 years now since fucking Skyrim came out, and they're releasing it. They're releasing it for Switch this year. They released it for PS4 remastered and Xbox last year. It's like,
you want to know the shitty thing? They say, and you don't know if you can believe this, but they say they're not working on another one. They haven't started development on either a new Fallout or a new Elder Scrolls game because they don't want to be the studio that just makes Fallout and Elder Scrolls games. And when you have a development time of, like, I don't know, 5 years between games, that's all you get to make.
Yeah, I mean, Bethesda is huge now. They have id Software, so they have all these other games like freaking what's it called, Doom and Wolfenstein and all these other games.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they don't just have they're just not
they could even develop
working on them. They want to let them work on other stuff, and that's what. Okay, so move to another team. Don't stop the fucking project on your most successful shit just so you can keep reselling it.
Yeah, and especially when Elder Scrolls is like not really that redundant between like Elder Scrolls. They're all kind of different.
Yeah, like it wouldn't be that hard to make a new Elder Scrolls game yet. And there's supposedly they haven't had comment on it, but it's supposedly been in work for years. So you know how Bethesda might just drop it on us. But even then, like, some of the Skyrim is getting aged. It is getting dated, not just in the graphics, but in the gameplay. If you look at some of the interactions that you even have, like even the settlement building, like I guarantee you the new the new Elder Scrolls is going to have some kind of settlement building. To play Fallout and go back to Elder Scrolls just makes you realize, even within their own game, like even within the same game creators, like how fucking dated that game is.
Yeah, especially the melee mechanics.
Oh,
it's like
God.
you play freaking Dark Souls like for 1 second and you go back to Skyrim and you're like, God damn, this sucks.
Yeah, you're like, am I retarded? I think my character might be retarded.
Oh shit! Yo, on Twitter right now, you know what people are saying? They're calling it the Horizon Zero Awards.
Oh,
damn, that's cold.
And a burn.
Yeah, dude, it lost best narrative to fucking Edith Finch. Like, damn. You know, I guess Sony didn't pay him enough.
I know you guys get sick of me hearing me say this, but I don't think there was anything truly remarkable about Horizon. I think it was a good, solid game.
Get to the part where you find out what Zero Dawn stands for. That fucked me up right there. I'm like, this is game of the year material right fucking there. This shit is crazy. You know?
No, I actually didn't.
Wow. Yeah, you're a weird guy, Brett. You know that? Yeah. I love
the game was so boring. I quit before that. I'm sorry. It was just the same rehash shit. Done really well, but it was the same rehash shit.
I disagree. That game was fucking amazing, man. Like, that's the game we wanted on PlayStation. We finally got it, man. What were you gonna say, Carlos?
I'm just gonna repeat something that CEO Kasserai said. I think Kojima's goal with Death Stranding is to see how much of our money he can waste on increasingly bizarre trailers before he realizes that he's not actually making a game.
I just say I think they're just they don't Sony didn't realize they were just paying for 3 experimental movies and not actually a game.
They're not getting a game. They're just getting weird ass trailers.
They're just getting weird little shorts.
That shit is hilarious. All right, and then the last thing here, again, just nothing groundbreaking, but it's still pretty cool. Square-Enix officially reveals that Tomb Raider 3 is coming. Because again, this was another game rumored. Here's the funny thing about Tomb Raider 3: it was rumored before Tomb Raider 2 came out. That's how crazy it is,
Well, the crazy thing is that Tomb Raider 2 came out, and apparently it was a failure by the studio.
Yep.
And now there's 3 comes out, so it's coming out.
Check this out. Again, Square Enix with their crazy ass projections. The game actually sold 7 million, right? And the one before that, 11 million. So combined 18 million. The games are successful. It's just Square Enix has these weird fucking metrics for success. But here's the funny thing. If you look at the message Square Enix put out today, they had like a little thing on Twitter, right? The first letter of every sentence spells out the word shadow. And the rumor is that the game's going to be called Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I'm like, very slick there, Square Enix. Very slick. So they said they're going to announce the game at a big event next year. The movie comes out next year, so there's some synergy going on.
Yeah, they're trying to capture that shit.
Yeah. So my question to you guys is, will this game be exclusive to Xbox?
Well, I mean, Square's got to learn their lesson. At least 2 times in a row they had this happen. I think it's safe to say that they better release it on everything at once.
Yeah, exactly. You want to make that bank, man? Don't release it on just Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it is funny how the game actually started selling very well when they threw it on PC and PS4. You know, now why is that a shock? You know, come on, man, you got to put that game like Tomb Raider, you need it on everything, man. And plus the first Rise of the Tomb Raider, they released that at a bad time though, man. Like there was a bunch of shit coming out that year.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
And then when it came out on PlayStation 4, like what is it, a year later?
Yeah, exactly a year later, actually.
I think it did pretty good, right?
It did decently at first, but I think it's one of those games, just like the first game, it keeps on building up, like it steamrolls, you know what I mean? It just keeps going. Also, another thing, they said that the game's going to be, basically, there's not going to be a long time between the announcement and when it comes out, right? So if the event is next year, I'm guessing the game's going to probably come out at the end of the year or early 2019. Hopefully it's early 2019 because don't release that shit at the end of the year. It's going to get fucking slaughtered, you know? But yeah, I'm happy about it. I don't know when the fuck they're going to announce this shit, but I'm all for it, man. But yeah, don't release that shit just on Xbox, just on PlayStation, just on PC. Release it on everything, you know?
Yeah.
Probably can't run it on Switch though.
Who knows? I mean, they're managing to get it to do something. So far, it's everything that's old. Resident Evil Revelations and all kinds of other old things. So it's nice to see that there's some new stuff happening.
Yeah. Hashtag throat babies. I like that, Carlos.
Mm-hmm.
I got that from Chris Cobra. Shout out to him.
I don't know Chris Cobra, man. Yeah.
I don't know if that's trending on Twitter or something, or you came up with that, but that's just fucking hilarious, man.
Well, Death Stranding is trending on Twitter right now.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, with the Game Awards, Matt Ryan, I don't know who the fuck that is. Psych the movie, I don't know what that is. Isles, I don't know what that is.
That's Psych the movie. That's that show, the Psych show that's on USA.
I don't even know what
that is. Straight to movie.
It's a fun show.
Oh no, it's a TV movie, not a theater movie.
Okay, hold the phone. Okay, all these other ones make sense to me. Death Stranding, Bayonetta, Legend of Zelda, Hellblade, they all make sense to me. Why is Soul Calibur trending?
Because they announced a new Soul Calibur, dude.
7, yeah.
Did you guys just?
You did not see that?
I didn't watch the show. You know that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they announced Soul Calibur.
Now you know.
And it's 6, by the way, not 7. He skipped one.
Oh, excuse me. Yes.
Hold on, I need a minute, son. We were talking about this the other day, weren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Like, yo, where's the new Soul Calibur? Where's the new Soul Calibur? Oh my fucking god!
It's a former Tekken 7 guy that's doing it.
Oh, I am ready, man. Why didn't you? Oh my fucking god!
Also, Mitsurugi looked like he got younger.
Yeah, I noticed that. I'm about to slap somebody right now, man. This is crazy.
Why'd you tell me there was good cheese at this point?
Exactly. Smack the shit out of him, I'm about to tweet that. Why didn't you motherfuckers tell me they got a new Soul Calibur? Oh man, yeah. See, very good night for announcements, man.
Yeah, man.
You see the guys that made Tekken are making this?
It's one of the former guys from Tekken. So he worked on the recent Tekken game, and so they just, I guess he's like, he does an announcement. He's like, yes, I am prepared to make this thing, and then he, make this new entry in something, and then he goes at the end, does your soul still burn? And everybody goes, whoa!
They better not Tekken this game up.
No, it's
You're hating on Tekken, man.
Tekken's a good game.
I'll hate on Tekken. Fuck Tekken, man.
I'm hating on
Fighter, man.
I mean, come on,
Fighter, man.
Tekken's a good game.
I'll hate on an old fucking day.
Tekken's a good game.
I like Tekken.
Yeah.
I'm always a Street Fighter guy, but Tekken was good.
Yeah.
Oh, Tekken is the weakest of the 3D gaming.
Oh shit!
Whoa! I like this.
Whoa.
Yeah, what's up with you?
That's crazy talk.
Yeah,
Actually,
but so you mean
what are the three? What are the three? Well, hold on. What are the three?
3 what?
What's that?
You said it's the weakest of the 3D fighting games. You said
Of the 3D game franchises. Not that there's 3 of them.
Weaker than fucking Dead or Alive? No.
Yeah, Dead or Alive was
Definitely weaker than
trash.
Dead or Alive. Definitely weaker than fucking
No,
Dead or Alive.
Dead or Alive
Wow.
sucks.
I have to take it back.
Yeah,
Dead or
sorry,
Alive
man.
was trash. Dead or Alive was trash. You know. Manny,
Which
remember
one?
we both
Which
Dead
one?
or Alive
What are
2,
you talking
right?
about
Man,
here?
remember we bought that shit. We stopped playing it a week later. It was stupid.
That game was.
Boring ass game. Fuck that game.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, because that's why. Yeah, because Dead or Alive's such an amazing game. It's still around to this day, isn't it? As a volleyball game.
Oh.
It got killed by microtransactions. It's pretty much in the same place as Street Fighter at the moment, so I'd watch your mouth.
Oh.
But yeah, I'm Soul Calibur. I'm very happy about that. You know. Some guys talking about Horizon Zero. Yo, that's fucked up, man.
All this hate.
You know. I think that's pretty much it for the show. To be honest, man, there's not really much going on. So a couple of things here before we leave you guys.
Oh,
yeah, go ahead, Brian. Oh, and one more
stuff.
thing.
All right. Okay, you guys will probably hate me for this, but I don't care anymore. Can we at least get some gameplay for Death Stranding? Because I feel like this.
No, I don't. I totally agree with you. I'm kind of tired of seeing trailers.
Because like this is just some like the third time they've shown something, but it's
like a
not
movie.
Yeah, they need to stop with the trailers already. They need to stop with the trailers. I agree with you.
And then also, can all the people that are getting like excited for Death Stranding just grow the fuck up? Like they've shown nothing. Like it's a video game. They've shown nothing about said video game that you actually do. It's just been some films. It's like, okay, great, you've shown some films. Like just show some hint of gameplay. Like, and also. Kojima should make a fucking movie. Like he clearly wants to make a fucking.
He wants to make a movie.
Like, let him make a movie and get him or get someone else to make the game, because it seems like he doesn't seem to want to make a game. Like, am I just like the only one that's like feeling this now? Because
oh no, man, I post on our little Twitter chat. I always post like when Kojima does something. I'm like, yeah, Kojima's going to this place. Yeah. Let's wait for Death Stranding to come out in 2030.
Yeah, he's running around all over the place, and it's like, hey, yo, get do some game, dude.
Like, when we a game director, yet fucking games. Your game director lacking the important like first half of your namesake, the game part. You know, you do lots of cool stuff with direction. Don't get me wrong. Like the Death Stranding trailer was awesome to watch at, and it'll make a cool film, but. There's still the game part, you know. Fuck. Yep. I just was not too pleased at that. I'm like, okay, at least something like 1 second of gameplay at least.
I'm with you on that. Don't we have a rule about this? Is like you could only show X amount of trailers before you release the actual game. I think they hit their limit already.
Yeah, it's already 3.
I think they hit their limit already. You know.
Yeah, I'm hoping that we see something. It's like, yes, we've seen some pretty graphics. So now what are we doing?
Maybe at the Tokyo Game Show, the other one, PlayStation Experience.
I don't know. We could see something there.
That's right. That's a good point. I didn't think about that, man. Oh, yeah, because you're right. It's like, yo, guys, we need fucking gameplay now. Come on now, you know. And Brian, I will disagree with you about Kojima not bringing the game because all his actual gameplay elements have always been brilliant, you know. So I'm not worried about that part, you know. Like, which one? Because every Metal Gear game was fucking on point gameplay wise, bro.
Really?
Yeah. Name which one. Okay, which one wasn't?
Metal Solid 4.
Metal Gear Solid 4? Are you crazy?
That's the first one that had that actually had really good third-person shooting mechanics.
Yeah, that game was fucking amazing. Game. What are you talking about?
You call that good third-person shooting?
It was better than the one before it.
Exactly. Every game improved.
No. You said that's good. I'm like, I don't consider that good. I consider it like below average.
Okay,
like,
well,
Mass Effect is like just about good / average.
Mass Effect just janky as fuck, to be honest.
But you got to consider all the shit you could do in the game, not just the shooting, the stealth, and all that. The combinations and shit. Like that game is fucking like gameplay wise is fucking tight, man. You know. Like Kojima has never disappointed on the gameplay part of it. Like, yes, he can get overly long with those cinemas, but the gameplay itself, never disappointment. You know.
Okay, I guess that's one of the places where we will have to disagree for the sake of time.
Yes.
Also, I found it like really funny when they gave like the best performance award. They had, like Andy Serkis come on stage, and he did like this long spiel about the effort it takes to like do like motion capture for video games and all sorts. And then the person that wins the award is someone who has no experience with acting, and he's actually like a video like editor or something. I'm like, wow, that kind of like steals the whole thunder. It's like, hey, doing my craft is really hard. Let's give this award for someone who's worked really hard doing my craft. It's a person who has no experience doing my craft. It's like, wait, what? Like, I found that to like just be a bit odd. It's like, I don't know. You may have wanted to like pick someone who actually has experience in the craft, but hey, that's just me. No one else noticed that at all. No.
I'm laughing.
I kind of just zoned out when I was watching that. I just saw Andy Serkis like awkwardly give like the two-kissed European thing to some random chick. So I was like, I'm just gonna watch something else.
He tuned out at that point. He should have did. He really should have did that presentation as Gollum, like. Performance is very hard for us.
I'm gonna say something controversial. Devil May Cry 5, I kind of don't really care. Bayonetta 3, I'm fucking hype.
Oh,
hey, I'm saying
that's the shots fired right there, man.
Bam, bam, you know. Yep, Bayonetta's more fun than Devil May Cry. I'm sorry.
Let me think of something controversial. 1 second.
Yeah, since we're all saying controversial shit tonight, you know, like Richard Bailey. I have something controversial to say. Hey, shout out to Richard, man.
Oh, and by the way, Brian, yours isn't controversial. I think we all agree with that.
Which one?
About the Death Stranding.
The Death Stranding? No,
give me the fucking gameplay already,
we've already seen like 2 trailers that tell you absolutely nothing. So
if we get one more trailer, it's on No Man's Sky shit right now, bro.
Yeah, we're already done at this point. I mean, again, here's the thing. It looks nice. It's, nice design looking stuff. Crazy looking fucking Cthulhu looking alternate universe crazy bullshit. Okay, so now what's the game about? Because
show me the gameplay, man. Show me the gameplay. Yeah. That's all I want.
I thought I thought for a second they were gonna do one of those things where you see the thing happening, like the guy's like, "Oh, I want to pull you out of the thing," and then and then it was like you have Norman Reedus and he says something, and then I was hoping it would go, "Oh, we're Norman Reedus now."
But we got moth babies instead.
No, we got throat babies and giant tendril men.
What's going on, Shinatsky? We already talked about the Devil May Cry things, and I hope you're doing well out there, man. Because Shinatsky, for you guys who don't know, he did the intro for us on Throwdown. He lived in San Diego. He moved to LA as soon as LA started burning.
Damn, dude.
Oh, damn.
So shout out to you, brother.
Yeah, man. Hope everything's good over there, man.
All right. And yeah, okay. So even though I'm not gonna be here on Sunday, I do want to tailor the next show to be specific because we did this last year.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do it again. Please ask us questions about the Game Awards and PSX. You want to ask us those PSX.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And Manny, I'll leave it up to you whether you want to answer, the other non-related questions, But yeah,
right.
please submit those type of questions, man, because that'll be a good show. Very good show.
Yes, and also make sure to keep an eye on Tony's Twitter because he's going to be probably taking some pretty awesome photos.
The funny thing is when I'm out on the road, I don't really tweet that much.
Take some good photos for the niggas who can't get in there.
Exactly. Oh man. Now, Manny, I just realized something. Who's going to do the outro bumper? I guess I'll do it.
Yeah, you can do it.
Yeah. So that's it, man. So thank you guys for watching and listening. Subscribe to Throwdown on SoundCloud, iTunes, and YouTube. Follow us on Twitch, Mixer, Twitter, and Facebook at Throwdown Show. Links are located in the description below. Take it away.
I am your co-host, Emilio Lopez, and I was joined by our host, Tony Polanco.
Bayonetta 3, man. Let's fucking go.
Mr. Chris Seeley.
Hey, take care, everyone.
Carlos Romero.
Later, guys.
Brian Manjoma.
How the hell did Nier not win shit?
They won one thing.
They won one. They won best soundtrack.
Yeah.
Okay, but still. Okay, yeah.
Japanese games are not allowed to. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Japanese games that are not Nintendo are allowed to win awards. Brett Murdoch.
I'm telling you, New Bloodborne. It's so soulsy.
I agree.
And Adam Vale.
Go play that floor kids on Switch. Breakdance, man. Breakdance.
All right, guys. We'll see you on Throw Down Your Questions. Don't forget to leave your questions on the previous show. Thanks a lot. Good night.
Deuces.
Peace. Later.
Peace.